Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. This is the Google Online Safety class. My name is Toby Adebi, and this is in partnership with Google. We're trying as much as possible to educate people about how to stay safe online. And I promise this will be very, very, very interesting as well as educative. I really appreciate the presence of all of you who have joined in right now, from Malik to Kikelo Moladiji, and all of you who I'm seeing here. I can't call all of you's name, but I really, really appreciate that you guys are present. And I really expect that this class will be so much fun. Okay, so as we know, the class is this is Google Online Safety class. We're trying as much as possible to educate people about how to stay safe online. And we hope that we can learn a thing or two about staying safe online. So we know that the internet is a powerful tool. We can do so many things online. So to start off today, like I said earlier, it's going to be very interesting. So I want you all of us to just be ready to also participate, join in the conversation by sending your messages or your questions through the message slides, and I'll try as much as possible to answer as many questions as possible. Mind you, this class won't be so long. It's just going to be just over an hour, about an hour and 5 minutes, and that's what it's going to take for us to run through these slides. And we hope that we'll learn as much as possible. So I'm very sure all of us use the internet, right? We are always online a lot. We use the internet for all sorts of things. It's not hard to say that wherever we go, we get connected. Some of us use the internet to chat with our friends. We use the internet to play games. We use the internet to share photos with our friends and families. We also use it to share videos of funny pictures with our friends as well. Right? So I'll ask you, you can just put it in the chat. What do you personally use the internet for most times? Yeah, what do you use it for? I know some of us, it's about always how, if it's for if it's for to chat with friends, or chat with our colleagues, or whatsoever. So I mean, we have different needs of the internet. Some of us have businesses online. So now, because we're trying to teach children how to stay safe online, part of it is asking them what they use the internet for. What they use the internet for most times, because sometimes the world is getting to a place where even homeworks, assignments are being done online. I mean, we're all here to witness the lockdown itself and what it meant to education in its very essence. Schools and universities were closed across the world, so it was a global thing, and everything started being online. We had Zoom calls, Zoom classes, online classes, and then everything started being online. So the question now is, you ask people what they do mostly online. Okay, so moving on, whatever you do online, however you do it online, you need to be very careful about these particular people I'm about to introduce to you. They are the bad guys online. Okay, these are the guys you need to be very, very scared of, very, very watchful and cautious of. Yeah, because we know how powerful the internet is, and we know that with great power comes great responsibility. And in the world of the internet, there are some dangers. Okay, so we always must learn to stay safe if we want to enjoy the awesomeness of the internet. So how do you stay safe? How do you prevent yourself from coming in contact with the oversharer, the hacker, the fisher, and the troublemaker? You have to be an internet hero. So an internet hero is someone who is sharp, who is internet strong, who is internet alert, who is internet kind, and who is also brave online. Okay, so these are some of the criteria for all kinds of internet users. This is for an internet hero. For you to qualify as an internet hero, you need to have these qualities. So how do you know have, or how do you harness these qualities, or how do you get this? So these are what we'll be going through in the next few minutes. All right. So you need, first of all, to be internet sharp. You have to be very, very sharp. Everybody says this always. I mean, wherever you grow, For those who are in Lagos, for those who are, Lagos probably has it the most. Everyone advises you to be very sharp. You need to be a sharp guy. You need to be a sharp person. Where if you're in Lagos, so Lagos wants all of us to be really, really sharp. That's what everyone talks about Lagos, right? It also applies to the internet. You need to be extra sharp. You need to be really, really smart. You need to be careful. Okay, so you have to share with care. Okay, so the internet connects all of us together and allows us to share in ways we have never been before. So think about it. While most of us were growing up, the internet wasn't around. For some of us, it came about when we're still in our teenage years. Some of us when we just got into university. Some of us even older than that. I mean, because I remember growing up personally, all we had in our house was a telephone, and it wasn't even up to maybe the early 2000s before we even had a telephone. It was a landline, but before then there were no telephones. All we had was the post offices or friends who were traveling to send stuff. Okay, so you want to send something to somebody, you couldn't use the power of the internet. All you relied on were the analog eras of having your post office and all manner of things before the advent of telephones. So we know that at, right now the internet has come to really give us a breath of fresh air. It's giving us access to actually send stuff to people, connect to people, not just close to us. We can connect to people thousands and millions of kilometers away from us. People in the far ends of the world in just a click. We can reach friends near and far with just a simple click. Take it for example. We all know, or some of us would have come in contact with this picture on our screen right now. The very famous Salt Bay. I'm sure we all know that guy who stylishly applies salt on his barbecued piece of meat, and the video went viral. It went across the whole world. People saw it. People tried to recreate it. People try to copy the guy's video or even meet the guy in person. Now the video has garnered close to about 16 million views on YouTube and is still making more. So the simple truth is that just like this video as well, this is Electricity by Mark Angel Comedy. It has close to about 20 million views on YouTube. So it's important to remember that anything you share has the potential to be forwarded. So funny videos like this one being plastered all over the internet is harmless. But what if the picture or video going viral was something embarrassing or damaging to you? Now think about it. Okay, you have the ability to share stuff online limitlessly, but like Mark Angel or Emmanuel, as some of us would know, their brands of comedy, you share something funny. I mean, it goes around, everyone laughs about it, and everyone goes, and people are happy and all of that. And then instead of doing that, you do like post something very, very embarrassing. For example, the lady who recently posted a video on her WhatsApp story of herself mocking a girl that was talking while she was in her car drinking an energy drink and teasing the girl by the window or by window side, asking if she wanted to drink, and then she sped up and laughed and all of that. The video went viral. A popular social media influencer. The video went viral, and brands she was associated with let her go. She was disgraced online. People said all manner of things about her. She lost her credibility to an extent. Her account was suspended. And for an influencer, your account is probably the means by which you actually make money. So, putting it simply, our means of livelihood was affected as well. So the thing is, she put out a video because she thought it was funny, yeah, and then somebody forwarded it or downloaded the video and posted it to another platform that also has the ability to reach a lot of people in milliseconds, and then the reaction wasn't what she expected. It was damaging, it was embarrassing, and she had to do a lot of apologies, did an interview with the BBC, did all stuff just to clear her name, all because she chose to post a video. Now imagine As bad as the act was in the video, yeah, which we all agree is really, really bad. If she hadn't posted the video, just in context of this fast, okay, because I do not support anyone who has that kind of attitude. It's not right. But if at all the video was recorded, if she hadn't posted the video, there would have been nobody who would have had access to it. Nobody. Okay. So the thing is, whatever you're going to post, you need to be careful of an oversharer. Okay. So who is an oversharer? An oversharer is someone who shares too much information online about you and your friends. The person also compromises your security. So once you share information, it might be able to go anywhere all over the web. And you never know which of your followers could be what we can call an oversharer. You know, that person I'm talking about, that one who loves to spread information about other people and about you, whether mean spirited or well intended. So I'm sure that at some point you've either seen or heard about a picture or a post that got out of hand because of screenshots and oversharing. We all hear about that almost every day. So there are some things we can't, there's some information we can't even think of sharing at all on any media platforms. Examples, we can't share our passwords, we can't share our private, we can't share private images, we can't share bank information, we can't share home addresses, and there are a ton of things we can't share. Because when we do that, we put ourselves at risk of an oversharer. Because imagine you put out, say, I don't know how that happens, but you put out your password, your bank password, and then it goes out on some platforms, and who knows, maybe a hacker gets it. What does he do with it? He has access to your banking information. He has access to your accounts, and you can imagine how much damage that can cause. So there are some things you do not share because you never can tell who is seeing it and who might eventually go behind you to share it. Okay, you need to be careful. So look at this now. To avoid having oversharers viewing your stories, your status, your posts, your socials, you need to be able to set your camera in such a way that you can actually see those who can view it. For example, look at this the image on your screen. The person says, "I hate my teachers." Ah! I can imagine that person saying that. And his classmate replies and says, "Me too." Says, "Me too." And then the teacher, who obviously follows them, replies and says, "Oh, you're friends. You do realize we are friends online, right?" So the thing is, the internet is full of many stories of people who share information about themselves or more information than they should have and got caught out by their boss, friends, or teachers. Like this person. So to avoid being in that same situation, you need to be able to you need to get your settings right. Okay? So just like in the real world, you share different things with different people. For example, while you may invite friends and family into your home, that doesn't mean you allow all of them go into your room and poke fun or poke around all your personal stuff. The web is the same. You want to be sure that friends, family, and strangers only see stuff you want them to see. Okay, so it's a good idea to have a look at your share settings and talk with trusted adults about what information you want to give the world access to. So settings are awesome because they allow you control who sees what on your pages. You should familiarize yourself with the settings on your favorite social media platforms so you only share with those people that you want to share with. Talk to your parents or trusted adults about what types of settings makes sense. You need to be sure that you have the right people viewing your stories or your pictures or your status. So you do not have situations where, like Motara, someone who claims to be your friend now goes on to share stuff you would normally not share. So to avoid that, use your settings. You can make your account private. You can choose to allow those who you want to see your stuff. I mean, it's I mean, like I think on WhatsApp, if you check the WhatsApp stories, you can actually you know you can actually see the amount of people that can actually view your status. You can be critical and stop some people from seeing your status, you can set your phone to just what suits you best. But the most important thing is the fact that you have control. You have the control. You have the power to actually make sure people do not um, easily have access. People you do not want to have access to your stuff don't have access to them. So sharing can also be an incredible force of good if done the right way. Okay, so we need to we are not saying that it is bad to share. Okay, we're saying that be careful about what you share. Make sure you have people around you that can actually yeah, vet what you're posting, what you're putting out, so that you do not put yourselves in harm's way. Here are some things you might choose to share. Here are some things you can choose to share with people or everyone. You can share with family and friends, and some things you can't share at all. So I'm very sure on this list we know things we will not share to anyone. I know you definitely will not be sharing um, your your home address and phone number to anybody. I'm very sure you will not share your email address, your email password rather, to just anybody. I'm sure you can share your holiday dates, um, your school work, your school's location to your family and friends. Okay, and I'm sure you can share a location of a restaurant or your photos and music to almost everyone. So the thing is, there are things you know you can share, and there are things you actually can't share. So we need to be really really careful. So I'm saying hello to those who are just joining us as well. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm seeing all of you guys from Adenike to BC to Ayodele. Thank you all of you for joining in, and I welcome you again. Okay, and I'm even seeing guys from Unity Juniors College in Agege. Mr. Well, thank you very much for joining, and I hope you guys are you're learning as we go on. Okay, so moving on. Let's play a little game. Okay, more like a little game, but since we don't have too much time, I'll just quickly breeze straight. But it's more like a true or false game here. So it's gonna be like question about being sharp online, and let's know what you will do if it's true or false. So once it's on the internet, it stays there forever. True or false? Yes, it's true. What you share may be associated with you for a long time. So try to maximize the positive. But if it's negative, try as much as possible not to put it out on your feed. Okay? 1.3 billion people use the internet. Absolutely true. All of these people potentially have access to every single thing you put out online. So think about it again. Whenever you want to post stuff online, remember about 1.37 billion people have access to the internet and potentially can view whatever you post. Okay, people like becoming meme and going viral. So put it in context. Memes are those pictures you see that help you describe a particular feeling. So instead of you saying, "Oh, I'm laughing," or instead of you, saying, "I'm not happy," instead of you saying, "I'm sad," you can use a particular picture of somebody. You can use Salt Bay himself, his picture, like you're cooking and you're saying, "Oh, I just applied salt." So instead of you to actually say just apply salt, you can use Salt Bay's picture. What means that those general images you get to see that actually can cause laughter and all sorts. Okay, so do people like becoming memes and going viral? Or the answer is false. Most people report feeling very upset or scared and not being able to control the use of their own image. So the next time you're about to use a meme, think about it. Do you think the person will be happy to have his image used in this way? I mean, your answer is as good as mine. And then sharing online can reveal our location. Yes, it does. It can. So, I mean, Do you want people to know where you are all the time? So whenever you post, try to adjust your settings to make sure your locations are not always visible. Okay, that's one of the ways you can go about it. And this one says, if I don't share with my parents, they won't see it. Absolutely false. We all know how quickly information can travel through web. Many people who you never intended to share with can end up with information you put online. So if you think your parents won't say it, you are joking. Because as long as it goes online, as long as your account is not private, yeah, anybody can see what you put out. All right. So if you got all my questions through, or you got questions correctly, then I can congratulate you. You passed the first test. You are internet sharp. So let's see if you can be internet strong. All right. So the next skill for any internet hero is to be strong and secure your secrets. Why? There is a hacker bot and he can get hold of your personal information by guessing weak passwords. So a hacker might access your account and your personal information. So you need to be extra strong when you're creating your passwords. Okay. So you need to crack this code. This is an example of how some people create their passwords. You get like some people make their passwords or their accounts very easily accessible by hackers who can easily guess your password. So you just imagine someone uses this as their passwords. It's easy for us to decode, right? Like let's try it out. Number one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really, really easy. Number two, passwords. I know some people also use password as their password because they think it's um it's a reverse thing because nobody will expect you to use password as a password. But that ship has long sailed. Everybody now knows that password is one of the most common passwords available. Password, the word, is what most people use as a password. So to be safe from any hacker, do not use all these really easy to guess passwords. The third one is a little tricky, but still very, very popular password used. So some people use hello as their passwords too. So these are some types of really common passwords. So other types of passwords that are not that are also really easy to guess are those people that use their names as passwords. So imagine, say, my name is Toby, for instance. Now, my name is Toby, and imagine my password being Toby. That would be easy to guess. Just imagine someone who gets my phone or whatever I use and tries to type in my password. Of course, he's going to guess Toby now because that's my name. I mean, so you do not don't use things that are easy to guess. You sell yourself short and you might put yourself in harm's way. So, how do you make a passport strong? First off, they have to be between 8 and 12 characters. It's very important that that happens. Okay, so it has to also be a mix of numbers and letters. So, number 1, 2, 3, 4 letters A B C D, should mix them. Yeah, and when you're doing that, make sure they are in uppercase and lowercase characters. That way, it even makes it a lot more difficult for whoever is trying to bypass or hack your account. Because say I use, for instance, Toby 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or Toby 1, 2. I use my surname. I use another number. I'm just trying to create a vague distance. It's going to be difficult to tell which of the letters are in uppercase or lowercase characters. So that's another way to make your password strong. And then you should use special characters. Special characters like your hyphen, your asterisk, your dash, your open brackets, your full stops, your underscore. Those characters, those special characters, they can also be well used as a tool for creating passwords. And finally, they have to be memorable. Make sure your passwords are memorable. So, how do you make your passwords memorable? Memorable, yeah. So, one way to actually create a strong password is to swap out the letters with special characters or numbers that look like the letters in some way. So like you can see in your screen, it's asking you to crack this code. ETOIGTSID. Okay, and then you have um I 8 510 397. So let's see how it was cracked. So simply E and 3 look alike. T and plus quite similar as well. O and 0 identical. They're like twins. I and exclamation mark, yeah, are also almost the same. G and 9 can equally go for each other. T and 7, S and 5, L and small letter L and 1, B and 8. So you can actually swap these letters with numbers that look quite similar. Okay. So I would have wanted you guys to create a password and just create a password of what we've learned so far. And let me try to see how it was getting in our message bar to see if there's anyone here. You can just put it in the comment section and we'll take it up from there. So all right, so putting all those things into practice, this is another way we can actually do it. The first step is to think of a fun phrase or an event that you can remember and write it down. It could be your family's favorite film, a children's book, when and from what high school one of your friends may graduate from, etc. In this case, I have used my little brother Ethan, was born in December. But you should come up with your own though. Like, do not copy mine. You have, I mean, just do yours. It could be anything. Yeah. And on a new line below your phrase, rewrite your phrase. But this time, use the letters from some or all the letters in the phrase or title. So look at my example. My little, I have M from mine, I have L from little, I have B from brother, I have E from four, I have W from was, I have B from born, I have I from in, and I have full December. So I can switch it in different ways. Now I'm infusing the special characters in the mix. So instead of having Ethan starts with E, I have 3 replace E. In the word December, I have B replaced by 8. Yeah. And in as a word as well, I switched the I to and exclamation mark. Okay. So there are different ways to which you can create passwords to be very solid. Okay. There are different ways to create passwords to be very solid. And definitely that's one of the way. So here are some do's and don'ts of creating password. Use a unique password for each of your important accounts. Yeah, you need to have separate passwords for each account. Do not have one password for all your accounts because just imagine eventually your passwords get hacked. They'll say you use an easy password for instance now, and someone finds out that that's your password. The person can easily just try out that password on all of your other accounts, your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, your banking app, whatever platforms, whatever platforms you're on. If you have one password today, please change it because it is not secure at all. Because one person loses your account and then all the accounts can easily be compromised. Secondly, use personal information like your name, address, phone number when you make a password. Never, don't do that. Okay, do not do that. Those are very easy to guess things to use. People will easily find out that that's your password, or people can easily guess those things. So you need to make it difficult for anybody to guess. Use a password that's easy to guess, like your nickname or your favorite baseball team. Don't do that. Now imagine you support, say, Chelsea or Manchester United, and of course, all your friends know that, and you have Chelsea as your password, for instance. That's so easy to guess. Don't you think so? I mean, you have Chelsea as your password. Your friend can just take your phone and just type Chelsea, and it happens that you need to be really careful. Okay, so you shouldn't do that. Use really tough things, tough, hard to guess words to create your passwords on your account. Use at least 8 characters. It's important you do so. 8 characters at the very least, that long, okay? 8 or max 12, so you can also remember that. But 8 should be the basic, should be the minimum number of characters you use to create a password. Share your password with people you don't for you share your password with people so you do not forget. Of course, everyone knows the answer. You do not share your passwords with anybody. Anybody. Well, eh, you do not share your password to anybody. Absolutely. Nobody should have access to your passwords. And log out of your account when and after you finish on a public computer. Yes, you need to. When you're done on a computer, in a public place, that's in a cyber cafe, at the library, or wherever you are, your friend's house, always sign out of your account. Do not leave your account locked in to that system and then you turn off the system and hope that it's going to clear your account. No way, it doesn't work that way. Always sign out of your account whenever you are done with a public account. Remember my password when using a public computer. No, please never do that. It's you don't put yourself at risk. Okay, don't do that. Yeah, so if you abide by all those principles, then you can tell yourself that you are internet strong. Okay, yeah. So now, how do you become internet alert and not fall for fake? Now, everyone knows you never take sweets or biscuits or gifts from a stranger, right? Well, the same thing applies online. It's important to be able to know the difference between what's real and what's fake on the internet. The fisher. Sometimes fishers might try to impersonate someone or something you know. Okay, it's called phishing. Phishing is defined as an attempt to obtain sensitive information such as usernames, passwords, and credit card details, often for bad reasons, by disguising as a trustworthy entity in an electronic communication, like your friend or your bank. It's a good reminder to be on the lookout and steer clear from anything that seems fishy. Fishers are good at what they do and they are getting better every day. But with a few tips, you can learn to stay clear of the fisherman's attack. So, what do fishers do? They can get access to your personal information by tricking you and harm your device with malware. So, how do you spot a fisher? Clearly, what's on our screen? I'm very sure a couple of us, or most of us, have come across a page that asks you to click here and win 1 million naira, $1 million, $1 million naira, and see everyone who is in love with you. All this too good to be true post. It looks like it was posted by your friend, but it actually says something your friend would never say. So this is an important, this is an example of a link you shouldn't click on because it could take you to a site that misuses your personal information or downloads something harmful onto your computer. Okay, this also looks like a normal site, but something is off. When you look closer, you see that the web address is completely wrong. So if I enter my email and password into this funny site, then scammers and phishers will have access to my account information. So when you see sites like this, you need to be really, really careful. Now, anyone can fall prey to a phishing attack, and that's why it's important that we stay alert. By using these guidelines and our common sense, we can avoid these bad guys. Does the site include indicator of trustworthy sites like badges? Does the site real match name and title you are keep looking for? Then you know it's real. Does the offer seem too good to be true? Then you know it's fake. And are there any pop-ups? If there are pop-ups, of course you know that it's fake. Does the URL start with HTTPS HTTPS colon// preceded by a green padlock? Then you know it's real. Is the person on the side asking you to reveal your personal information? Of course, then you know it's fake. Yeah, so by those things, you actually can easily tell what's real and what is fake. So, do you think you can avoid a fisher? If you can, let's quickly play this quick game. If you see a mail, if you get a mail like this, do you think it's real or fake? A mail like this. Answer is real, because the email matched the supposed sender. There are no suspicious links. It isn't forcing you to give up confidential information. This one is real as well because the URL domain name matches the content. There is a security tag / padlock in the URL. HTTP HTTPS is in the URL as well. So this looks very real. If you see this one, of course, you know it's fake because the fine print contradicts the headlines. It looks like it's a pop up, which is usually suspicious, asking you to give away contact details. I mean, that's a red flag already. So when you get a message like that, you know it's absolutely fake. This one as well is actually really fake. The offer, first of all, is too good to be true. And it's also asking you for confidential information and give away your money. So it also seems like a generic email because it's not tailored to you. It is not written to say hello my friend. It's written by the person wrote hello my friend. They say hello John, hello Fulu, and hello Tunde or whatever your name is. It's saying hello my friend. So it's a generic mail and you should avoid mails like this. Once you get them, just delete straight away. And you also get a message like this. Hey, you seem like a fun person to hang out with. Let's have some fun together. Can you add me to your friends list? First, the person doesn't have a profile picture. The person is requesting access to your personal information through your account. Although it is not easy to say if something is 100% real or fake, we advise you ask a parent or an adult for before accepting requests like this one. This one, I mean, businesses that hold your important information like Facebook won't send you a text to warn you about their violations. The link also looks very, very suspicious. So if you actually took in what we just talked about now, it's safe to say that you can tag yourself as being internet alert. Let's go on to being internet kind. Have you heard the phrase treat others the way you want to be treated? What do you think it means? This also applies online. This means you shouldn't only post, comment, or forward something. You should also be very, very positive. You should post what you think or what you would want others to do to you, to say to you. You should comment what you think you would like others to also comment on their feed as well. So we have the opposite of the kind guys, they are troublemakers. Okay, those ones are out there hurting feelings and being cruel to others online. The worst thing about the troublemaker is that bad vibes can spread fast. By being cruel to others online, you can turn them into troublemakers too. That's why it's important to use our internet power to stop troublemaking in its tracks. So it's important to be very, very kind. It makes everyone feel good, even people who give the kindness. Okay? So try as just possible to be a kind person online. As much as you try to be a kind person offline to your friends, your families, your colleagues, your classmates, it's very, very important that we are also kind online. How can we be kind online? By saying positive stuff to people, not going on people's pages to troll them, to drag them, as everyone says these days, or do all sorts. Instead, we should be positive minded, say good things about them. Okay, that's the best way to be kind because it can be something, because this can be something you like about their personality, something they do well, something nice that they are wearing, just anything nice. You see someone's picture, tell them how they are glowing, how they look so good, and how their outfits, are beautiful, and all the nice things you can tell people just to make sure people are happy around you. Because the kind of energy you give out is definitely what you get in return. So if you're giving positive energy, you're going to get positive energy in return as well. So try not just possible to be a happy person, to be positive when you're giving comments out to people while they're online or through your feeds. And there are different ways to spread kindness, saying kind things, offering to help people. You you just can. There are limitless things to do, ways to spread kindness online. People even go as far as helping people out financially online. So just try as much as possible to do things that will put you in a good light online. Do not be a rogue. Do not be a violent person who is always only online for the violence in quote. So here are scenarios that we are just painting to suggest what we think we can do. Someone found your friend's phone and sent a really mean message about another student to a bunch of people on a soccer team. I think it's always first thing I would advise someone to do is just make sure that whoever took that phone, I as the owner of the phone, I'll tell whoever the message sent to that I'm sorry, but this wasn't me. I'll try to tag or find whoever did it. And once I do, I'll make sure I let the person know what person did was really wrong and not cool at all. Okay, and you wouldn't tolerate such. Someone's posted seriously mean comments about one of the students in your class blog. I mean, you will have to call the person out and let the person know that whatever he's doing, whatever he or she is doing, is unacceptable, and you do not stand for that. There is an online game, and a bunch of your friends play a lot. This one time, one player starts saying really nasty stuff about one of your friends who is playing, and they just won't stop. Of course, I'll silence my friend, yeah, and I'll let whoever is talking know that what he's doing is wrong and it doesn't make any sense. And if it does continue as a student, then you definitely know you can report the person. So remember, you can help stop the spread of harmful or untrue messages by not passing them to others by gossiping. You can block mean-spirited or inappropriate behaviors. Um, Make an effort to provide support to those being bullied. Be an upstander and encourage others to speak up. When you see someone being mean to another person online, making them feel embarrassed or left out, making fun of them, disrespecting them, hurting their feelings, etc. You always have to be, you always have choices. First, you can choose to be an upstander instead of a bystander by helping the target. So if you see someone being treated badly, do not be watching and hoping somebody comes to save the person. You can be the savior in your own little way. However, you think you can help change the person's situation, please go ahead and try to be a good person. And remember, it's all up to you It's up to all of us together as an online community to get the target, to take the internet great. Yeah, so if you go with that, then we can conclude that you are brave online, you're internet brave. Sorry, internet kind. So moving on to being brave. When in doubt, talk it out. So lastly, being internet brave means when in doubt, talk it out. One lesson that applies to any and all encounters of the girl kind. When you come across something questionable, you should feel comfortable talking about it with a trusted person, like a parent or a teacher. The internet can be a confusing place, but the more you know, the more people on your side, the more powerful you'll be. It's brave and very appropriate thing to do to tell the trusted adult if you see anything online that makes you feel itchy. Together, we can defeat the bad guys. So here are our tips for being brave and talking about online issues. Find something negative, you definitely have to say something about it. If you come across something that makes you feel uncomfortable or worse, report it. Be brave and talk to someone you trust who can help, including a teacher, the principal, or a parent. Talk it out. Asking for help when you're not sure what to do is a brave thing to do. If it is to help you or someone heal something hurtful or stop harm from happening, it's both smart and courageous. Also, report and block inappropriate content. Reporting can help the people involved, their community, and the platforms themselves if we use the tools to block and report on the site or an app. So if you see someone who is saying something wrong or something abysmal, something diminishing, you can report the person and also block the person so you do not have to see the person's feed anymore. Finally, you also need to get proof of what the person is saying. So you can take a screenshot before blocking or reporting inappropriate content. It's always wise to take a screenshot so that you have a record of the situation. And do not be afraid. If you receive a creepy message or comment from a stranger, show a trusted adult, block and also report the person immediately. Once you get the message, send it out. Do not allow anybody to say anything else. So, okay, so we are to finish up, we are just going to test on how much of a hero how much of being a hero you have absorbed. Okay, so it's just going to be a very, very quick one because the class is about to round up, and I'm very sure a couple of us have gotten a thing or two as to how we can apply our safety measures online and how to stay safe online. So, what do? You get a chat from someone with whom you aren't familiar with. The person says, I saw you in math class today. You're cute. What's your address? I can come over to hang out. I mean, it's obviously you do not give your answer, you do not give your contacts to strangers, people you do not know about. You do not do that. It's wrong to do that. Okay. What do? You accidentally downloaded a virus on your computer. How can you respond? The best way to respond is downloading an antivirus. Yeah. And yeah, that's firstly the most important thing to do. That's the first thing you should do so you can actually um, check out the virus on your computer. You see a message that says, "Everyone wear purple tomorrow, but don't tell Nathan." I mean, the best thing to do is, first of all, speak with Little to find out if the next day is her birthday. If it isn't, or you find out what the purpose of the change of code is for. If it's for good, you can go ahead. But if it's to, put someone else in the bad light, then you need to start. You need to be an upstander, not a bystander. You need to take charge and tell the class that you're not interested if it's to mock or if it has an ulterior motive to it. That's the best way to go about it. No other way. What do you do if a student posts a group photo in a public account and you hate the way they look in it? Would you report that photo or not? How can you respond? I think I'll first of all talk to the person who posted it. Tell the person I don't like the picture. Please can you take it down? I don't like how I look at the picture. If the person can't take it down, then I can choose to report and also maybe block the person if the platform allows. That's how I would handle mine if I was in that situation. Though I'm just saying people have different ways with which they handle their various situations. So that's how you should go about it if you find yourself in that situation. Okay, so the level has been completed, and it's good to know that you can be a complete internet hero if you abide by these five principles. Yeah, you can definitely be one. So how do you become an internet hero? Let's just do a recap, okay? A recap of how to be an internet hero. First of all, you have to be smart. Share with care. We are not here to tell you what you should or should not share, but we do not want to suggest, but we do want to suggest to you that you think before you share. Be mindful of what you share and with whom. Remember that anything you share has the potential to be forwarded, copied, and found by others. Don't fall for fake. Be internet smart. Trust your gut. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Remember, Google and other reputable companies will never ask you for a password over email. Know how to spot the signs of a potential scam. Always check with a parent or trusted adult before you offer up any personal information online. 3. You have to be internet strong. Secure your secrets. Make sure you set strong passwords by making them 8 characters or more, mixing upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols, and choose a unique yet memorable password for every site. Do not share it with anyone except for a parent or trusted adult. Always remember to log out of public computers or devices. That means at school, the library, or at your friend's house. Become familiar with your settings on different apps and sites and put them to good use. Be kind online because it's cool to be kind. Use the power of the internet to spread positivity. If you do see something that is cruel, unkind, or offensive, you should speak up and take action by blocking or reporting it. 5. Last but not the least, remember when in doubt, talk it out. Be brave. Teachers and parents have your back. If something or someone online makes you uncomfortable, mention it to a trusted adult. So, this is how we'll be wrapping up the class. Do not forget that um, on Google Safety, you can actually use resources that can help you, stay safer online. There are heaps of articles and advices for how to be safe online, including practical security advice, practical privacy tips, tips for sharing responsibilities, etc. And if the need arises, you can also call the police if you witness any cybercrime. Remember, as a digital citizen, it is your responsibility to report to the police. Cybercrime could include theft, fraud, or severe harassment. Call 112 to get in touch with the police force. Okay, and finally, you can also use other platforms online like www.saferinternet.org.ng. What it does is it helps you, it's designed to allow young people gain critical skills and knowledge around online cities. So you want to get more information or get more knowledge, yeah, on how you can be safer online. You want to get familiar with the skills, the tools to use to be safe online. You can use the safe internet.org.ng alternative, yeah, to actually get tools for safe internet and web. And you can use web ranger too. Web ranger helps you gain critical skills and knowledge around internet safety. So that's been the class. Thanks to everybody who joined in. I hope we were able to learn a couple or a lot more things. Thank you very much for those who joined late. I feel so. I hope you're able to pick at least a few things on staying safe online. So this is where I'll be wrapping up the class, and I hope we have had a good time here. And I'll leave you all to enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much. My name is Toby Adebi again, and have yourself a fantastic day. Bye bye.